Takedown, Steinberger. Technical violation, 1 point pain. One point mistake, pain. Takedown, Steinberger. Near fall, Steinberger. After 1 period, Steinberger leads 9-2. Payne chooses neutral to begin the second. Takedown, Steinberger. Or near fall, Steinberger.
Sink back, chest to chest. There we go. Settle in. Annabelle, look up, look up.
Fight that.
Scoop her head. All right, look up.
Or near fall, Steinberger. Winner by technical fall, Annabelle Steinberger. Our next match features Evelyn Johnson for Northern Cass and Peyton Miller from West Fargo United. Takedown, Miller.
There you go.
Iowa first. Get outside.
Yep, go,
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 go.
go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep circling.
Drop her head, Peyton.
Come on. Don't let go of that. Keep going.
Go down, hard.
Yeah, look it up.
Takedown, Johnson.
Keep going to the right. Get to the right side of her. Keep your feet in. Keep your feet in.
Winner by fall, Jocelyn Johnson. Our final expedition for the Northern Cass Jaguars will be Ryan Davis, and for West Fargo United, City Dunham. Takedown, Davis. Winner by fall, Ryan Davis. at 250 for the Jaguars, Ryan Davis. And for West Fargo United, Kiara Williams. The Jaguars are coached by Gabe Davidson and Lance Johnson. West Fargo United is coached by Zach Francois and Amia Russell. Your official for tonight's festivities is Mr. Scott Caldwell. One escape, Johnson. Takedown, Johnson. Johnson chooses top to begin the second, leading 4-3. Elder. Winner by fall, Isabel Baku Elder. At 118 for the Jaguars, Hannah Johnson. And for West Fargo United, Alexis Crescent. Takedown, Johnson. Escape, Crescent. Takedown, Johnson. Escape, Crescent. Technical violation, clasping, 1 point Crescent. Takedown, Johnson.
Running her forward.
Escape, Crescent. Takedown, Johnson. Winner by fall, Hannah Johnson. At 124, for the Jaguars, Lila Pritchard. And for West Fargo United, Macy Wheeler. Takedown, Wheeler. Pritchard, technical violation, clasping. 2 near fall, Wheeler. Winner by fall for West Fargo United, Macy Wheeler. At 1:30 for the Jaguars, Avery Davidson. And for West Fargo United, Jelaine Reardon. Takedown, Davidson. Four near fall, Davidson. Four near fall, Davidson. Four near fall, Davidson. Winner by technical fall, Avery Davidson. One escape. Skyler. After one, Erickson leads 7-1. Skyler chooses neutral to begin the second. Takedown, Erickson. Near fall, Erickson. After two, Erickson leads 14-1. And Erickson chooses top to begin the third and final period. Winner by fall, Erickson. At 142 for the Jaguars, Annabelle Steinberger. And for West Fargo United, Molly Carr. Takedown, Carr. Winner by fall for West Fargo United, Molly Carr. At 148 for West Fargo United, Grayson Gunky. And the Jaguars are open. Takedown hard side. Three, near fall, hard sock. One escape Johnson. Takedown hard sock. Johnson chooses top to begin the second. Two, reversal, hard sock. Three, near fall, hard sock. Winner by technical fall for West Fargo United, Ridley Hartsock. At 170 for West Fargo United, Kinsey Bull. And for the Jaguars, Jocelyn Johnson. Taking on Bull. Winner by fall for West winner by fall for West Fargo United, Kiara Williams.
And good evening. Welcome to the Highlander Activity Center. We have got high school wrestling coming here tonight. We have got high school girls wrestling. This is the first ever Highlander girls wrestling duel at home. It's their second one ever. Last year on the road, they defeated Devils Lake 36-18 in their only duel a year ago. And a pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to the Hack. Paul McDonald with you here tonight, along with cameraman, technical director Beckett Ness, here on this historic night, the first home duel for the Valley City Highlanders. And they'll be taking on a triangular. They've got Northern Cass and West Fargo United. This is also now it's the second ever duel for Northern Cass. Their first ever was just moments ago. They wrestled West Fargo United and lost 47-23 to the West Fargo United. And the Jaguars are now 0-1 on the season. This is the first duel of the season for Valley City. Of course, they have got plenty of wrestlers to fill out the weight classes. You look at, they only have one open weight class, and that's at 190. Other than that, they have themselves 14 wrestlers that are dressed tonight and are scheduled to go. Allie Hellman, and actually 15 wrestles, as Allie Hellman, a 7th grader, and Katie Harris, a 7th grader. They'll be wrestling a couple of exhibition matches first. I think they're going to do exhibition first. Otherwise, we'll have the varsity match, then a couple of exhibitions. And so the Highlanders with 15 girl wrestlers out for this year's team, which is outstanding. Of course, a handful that came up last year: Emma Trapp, Allie Hellman, Gracie Heitzman, and Noelle Quattry. They wrestled express wrestling last year, and so now in 7th grade, they're on the varsity roster, and Noelle is slated to wrestle at 155. Of course, the Highlanders are led by the two seniors, Deegan Kirschman and Miley Christensen, the two Barnes County North wrestlers, who last year both reaching 100 wins. Matter of fact, just seconds apart at the state tournament did they reach 100 wins. Miley Christensen, 36-6 last year, took 4th at state at 142. Deegan Kirschman was 38-13. She took 5th last year at 130. She's wrestling up at 148 or at 142, and Miley is up at 148. Also last year, Bethany Schuldeis, who went to state in her 31-17 record, but did not place at 118. Haley Ford did not place at 124. She was 22-20. And Valeria Acosta Batista was 18-22 last season. She did not place at state at 136. And also Catherine Russell went 25-15 last year. She was 1-2 and did not place at the state meet. So we'll see what their Tim Miller and Dustin Kruger, the coaches. Looks like Coach Miller is going to be assisted a little bit tonight by Aaron Larson. Of course, a longtime head coach of Valley City, 16 years as the head coach. Last couple of years, he's been the assistant coach for Valley City. And they will start this at 106 pounds tonight. Spencer Brown, who sang our national anthem tonight, will be going. Spencer last year went 12-20. Was 1-2 at the regionals at 112, and she is at 106. And she'll be wrestling sophomore Lucy Johnson. Spencer also a sophomore. Again, Spencer, she went 0-2 at the Minot Early Bird Tournament here last weekend and did not place. That is the first action of the season for the Highliners. Northern Cass, this is their first action. They have not been in a tournament yet. They have a couple of wrestlers that we'll see in the middleweight classes that did reach state last year, but did not place. Again, this is their first year of having a dual team for the Jaguars. And there's a quick takedown, 2 points for Spencer Brown. She's got Johnson on her back. Brown will get at least 3 or 4 near fall points, so she leads now 3-0. Remember last year, rules changed where you get 3 points for a takedown, and I think near fall points can be as much as 5 at the near fall, but now she's got 4 for sure. Minute 8 to go in the opening period here at 106. Spencer Brown, Lucy Johnson. Spencer looking to pick up that first win of the year. Oh, she is very close. Final minute of the opening period. She's up 3-0. She's going to get 4 near fall points and lead 7-0. So Spencer Brown up 7-0 here in the opening period. 50 seconds to go. And now Spencer in a precarious spot as Johnson, she spins around. Not only is going to get herself a reversal, but she's going to get some near fall points. They still say that Spencer's got control, though Johnson's trying to hook up the reverse cradle. Now she's got the reversal, and it's 7-2. Johnson with reverse. Looks like she wants to set up the cradle here with 25 seconds to go. If she has time to do so. A good start for Brown, but then got in a precarious position. 15 seconds in the period, and Johnson's got her over. Lucy Johnson is going to get the pin with 1:50 to go in the period. 10 seconds to go. Lucy Johnson with the fall, and 6-0. Northern Cass with the advantage. Now at 1:12, McKenna Afeld is slated. So Affield will go. She's also gonna wrestle a exhibition match. Camden Kappeman, the 8th grader, will wrestle Affield, who is a sophomore here at 1:12. Camden went 2-2 at the Minot tournament, took 4th at the early bird last year. 10-22, and in her first year of varsity wrestling, and did not place at the regionals at 100, and now up to 112 this year. Wrestling McKenna Affield. Only 2 open weight classes for Northern Cass. They started here at 106 tonight, so the open weight will be the last one of the night at 100 pounds. And the Highlanders have one at 190. And the Jaguars also open at 148 as of right now. I'm not sure if they'll be moving folks around or not. 1:20 here in the opening period. 6-0. Jaguars leading. No score here in this 112-pound matchup between Affield and Kappeman. Two sizing each other up, middle of that nice mat. Of course, tonight's wrestling coverage here on the Highlander Activity Network, brought to you by McGough Construction and Essentia Health. And there's a takedown for Kappeman. Camden takes a 3-0 lead. Gets the takedown as Affield again got a little off balance. And now we're going to have I think they're going to have potentially dangerous called here on Camden. So they're going to give 1 point to Affield, makes it 3-1. And in the referee's position, Camden will be top. We're at 112 pounds. 6-0. Jaguars lead the duel. Kappeman up 3-1 here at the 112-pound weight class. First period, 45 seconds remaining. Kappeman trying to hook up a chicken wing here backside. Now she's going to get her down. Kappeman's got near fall points and then some coming, at least 4. Kappeman closing in on the pin with 28 seconds to go in the period. Trying to knock things up here at 112 and the duel. And Scott Carlbloom, our referee, says pin. 1:40 into the period with 20 seconds remaining. Kappeman with the fall. And we are tied 6-6. Camden now 3-2 on the season. Now we'll move up to 118 pounds. Bethany Schultheis, the sophomore for Valley City. Hannah Johnson, the 7th grader for Northern Cass. Again, we have the rosters. We have the names at what weight class. But sometimes they move things around. And again, it'll be Hannah Johnson, the 7th grader, and Bethany Schultheis. Hannah will have a exhibition match coming up as well at the end of this varsity duel. Schultheis coming off that 31-17 record last season. Did not place at the state meet at 118 pounds, went 0-2. She took 2nd place at the Minot tournament with a 2-1 record. So Schultheis and Johnson sizing things up. And Schultheis is going to get 3 points. Takedown for Bethany, taking the early lead. 90 seconds remaining here in period 1. We're at 118 pounds. Schultheis, of course, the long line of sibling brother wrestlers here for Valley City. Now making a name for herself after that 31-17 mark last year. Johnson's on her feet, and Schultheis breaks her back down. Highliners last year, again, just had the one duel. They defeated Devils Lake, so they were 1-0 last season. But again, a full roster this year. They can fill out the weight classes, and they have a dual team. They'll be in a tournament in Jamestown coming up this weekend. Highliner boys will get started on the road at a tournament in Hillsboro this weekend. Now there's a chicken wing. It's rolling up into a half here for Schultheis. 28 seconds to go in the period. And there's the pin. And it comes at 1:34. Bethany Schultheis with the fall. So Schultheis runs her record to 3-1 on the year. Highliners up 12-6. And now we'll move up to 124. Gracie Heitzman, a 7th grader. This will be her first varsity match. She did not wrestle at the Minot tournament. Oh, hang on. They're going to send out Allie. I think they're going to send Allie out instead. Yep, Allie Hellman will come out instead at 124. And Lola Johnson for the Jaguars. Johnson, an 8th grader. Hellman, a 7th grader. Allie went 3-1 and took 3rd place at 124 in the 124 Class B weight class at the Minot tournament. That was the only weight class where they had an A and B, and she took 3rd with a 3-1 record. So Hellman, in her first year, varsity wrestling after wrestling for Express. They had 1, 2, 3, 4 7th graders on this Highliner varsity roster. Double leg there for Hellman. Still no control. Lola Johnson, the 8th grader. Hellman now goes to single leg, trying to pick her up. Gets her back down to the mat, and she's going to get the takedown. 3-0. Hellman with the lead. 1:10 to go first period. So Allie Hellman with the takedown. As the chicken wing locked up, trying to get into that half and work it around. And she can get her over. She's got her over vertical, and still now she's on her back. Hellman gets a pin in her first varsity match with 1:12 in. So Allie Hellman with the fall. She's now 4-1 on the year. And the Highliners lead at 18-6. Now we move up to 130 pounds. That should be Haley Ford for Valley City.
At 130 pounds for the Highliners, Haley.
So the freshman, Haley Ford, last year 22-20. 1-2 at the state tournament, did not place. Avery Davidson, the 11th grader, she was 33-13 last year and did not place at the state tournament. So 2 state wrestlers from last season. Ford, just a 9th grader. Davidson, the 11th grader. Haley was 3-2 and took 5th at the Minot tournament. And now we have a official's whistle. The stalling called. Now we're ready to go. 20 seconds gone, opening period. 18-6 Valley City. We're at 130 pounds with Davidson and Ford. Still sizing each other's up in the middle of the mat. The VC in the middle of that white mat. I think it's the second year of this nice mat. A whole lot of action here early on between these two at 130. Now trying to go down for the single leg, and there's a takedown for Davidson. Takes a 3-0 lead. A minute to go here in period number 1. Davidson trying to looking up cradle. Now lets that go. Ford gets back to her base. Gives it a quick sit out. And back to the base again. Ooh, Ford left that leg up, left it vulnerable. And Davidson hooks up the cradle. And see if she's got time to work it over. 35 seconds to go in the period. Davidson leading 3-0. But no, decides that's not going to work, so she lets go. 25 seconds here in the first period. Avery Davidson leading at 3-0. 130 pounds. Highlanders lead the duel 18-6. Again, trying to hook up that cradle is Davidson. This time lets loose. 5 seconds to go, and she'll just ride this one out. We'll head into the second period with Davidson leading by a score of 3-0. So our first match that is going to go into the second period. Ford chooses up. So Davidson, as they get in the referee position, will get down. (18-6). Highlanders lead the duel, and Davidson gets up, now back down to her base. Ford breaks her back down. Haley in her third year varsity wrestling here for the Highlanders. 22-20 last season. Grabs the arm bar, and now up on her feet again is Davidson. She'll get the escape. 4-0, Davidson with the lead. 1 minute, 27 seconds to go here in period number two, pardon me. We're at 130 pounds. Opening duel of the season for Valley City. Their first ever here at the Hack. They'll be hosting a holiday tournament as well. That'll be coming up 19th and 20th of December with the boys and girls. The weekend of Christmas break, as the 20th is when the 19th, when classes will end. There's a takedown, 7-0. Davidson leading. 50 seconds to go, second period. Well, Davidson really working that cradle. Every time she gets a takedown, she tries to hook that up. And she's come close once. 30 seconds to go. She's got it good and tight this time, and she's got it up on her back. 25 seconds to go. Leading 7-0. She's got near fall points coming. Arching out of it is Ford. Davidson's got a tight grip. 10 seconds to go in the period. Referee Carl Bloom really looking around on this. 2 seconds, 1, and she'll get 4 near fall points. Leading 11-0 heading into the third period. Ford will be down. Actually, it'll be Davidson's choice, and she'll take up. So Ford, I assume the referee's position. Haley trailing 11-0 as we start the third period. Here at 130 pounds. Haley just goes up one weight class from last year. Looks like there's a little more muscle on the frame for the ninth grader. Got to her haunches, now back broken down there by Davidson. 30 seconds gone here in the third period. Davidson, and it's going to be a 1 point technical there called on Davidson. Almost looked like she punched her. She was trying to bring the arm around. So it is 11-1. Ford tried to get into that, try to sit out, and I think get broken down by Davidson. Minute 14 to go in period number 3. Avery Davidson, the junior. Again, last year 33-13. Reached the state tournament, did not place for Northern Cass. And she again trying to get over. This time looked like she was going to try a reverse cradle. 50 seconds to go in the period. Now she almost got her back through. She is going to go reverse cradle. At least tried to. 40 seconds. Still no points awarded. And And vertical on the shoulders is Ford. Now she's going to get near fall points. 29 seconds to go. This would still be a major decision, but not a tech fall. 18 seconds to go. Ford can keep from getting on her back. She's right on her side right now, but the shoulders are leveling off. 10 seconds to go in the period. She again is going to get, Davidson going to get at least 4 near fall points. And that is going to do it for the end of the period and the match. She'll get 4 near fall to make the final 15-1. So Avery Davidson wins 15-1. That makes the score now 18-10 on the major decision by Avery Davidson. Ford now 3-3 on the season. Now we move up to 136 pounds. Isabel Erickson and Valeria Costa Batista will be wrestling here at 136. Erickson, the other state participant for Northern Cass last year, went 30-19. Did not place at 118 last season. Now wrestling here at 136. Val was 18-22 last year for the Highlanders. Went 0-2 in the state tournament, staying at 136. At the Minot tournament, dropped both of her matches. Second year varsity wrestling here for Valeria. Two just sizing each other up, middle part of the mat. 40 seconds gone, first period. Here at 136, Erickson tried to shuck her and couldn't do it. Now lets her go, and they'll start back up neutral. No scoring here in this early stages of this 136-pound class. Inside a minute remaining. Talking with Valeria 2-3 weeks ago. She was hoping to get back to 136 and accomplished her feat to stay at the weight class she wrestled in last year. Still no points between the two. Really no aggressive moves either way. Erickson tried to shoot in. Valeria was able to jackknife out of it. Final seconds here of the first period, 10 seconds. No scoring in this opening frame. And that's going to do it for the first period. And they are going to give Erickson the choice. She will defer. Acosta Batista is going to take down. So Valeria will take the down position. Again, 18-10 is your score. They have 18-11 on there. They had 18-11 there, but it was 18-10. That last was just a 15-1 final, which was a major decision. So as we start the second period, Acosta got up onto her feet, but then back down as Erickson trying to get that cradle, does, and gets her on her back. Erickson with 4 near fall points coming. Just 20 seconds into the second period. Costa Batista arching and trying to stay out of the pin. Sometimes in these close duels, 2 points can be the difference between a win and a loss, and there's a pin. And that comes with 1:19 to go in the period. So Isabel Erickson picks up the win. It is now 18-16 Valley City. Now we go up to 142. It'll be Annabelle Steinberger. And Deegan Kirschman will go for Valley City. Deegan, the senior. Steinberger, the junior. Deegan went 3-0 in Minot, winning at 142. Last year, 38-13, went 3-2 at the state tournament, took fifth at 130. The senior from Barnes County North. And last year's Highlanders had just the one senior, Victoria Sanchez, now wrestling at Bismarck State. There's a two-leg and a takedown. The double-leg takedown for Kirschman takes the 3-0 lead, a half minute into the first period. This year, two seniors with Christensen and Kirschman for Valley City. Second year of having a full-time head coach in Tim Miller. Hooks up the chicken wing. She's got the half. Now she's going to let it go and reposition herself. Dustin Kruger also on the staff for the Highlander girls. There's a junior high tournament going on, boys tournament going on right tonight. So some of the junior high boys are on the road. Not sure if the girls are on the road as well. They may be. And Kirschman with that half. She's got her over. And Deegan's going to get some near fall points. 45 seconds to go in the period. Kirschman already up 3-0. We'll have 4 near fall points coming her way if she can keep her on the mat. 35 seconds in the period. Now she's going to roll her back over. 7-0. 4 near fall for Deegan. She's up 7-0. 25 seconds remaining in the opening period. We're at 142. Highlanders lead the duel 18-16. Camden Kappeman, Bethany Schultheis, and Allie Hellman picking up falls at 12, 18, and 24. Another half, and didn't have time there, did Deegan, but she will get 3 near fall there and take a 10-0 lead after the first period. So as we get ready for period number 2, Deegan will take down. So Kirschman will take the down position. Again, after this one, I do believe they have a couple of exhibition matches that they're going to wrestle. And there's an escape for Deegan. Now up 11-0. 10 seconds gone here in the second period. At 30 seconds gone here in the period. Just the escape so far from Deegan. And Katie Harris and Allie Hellman. Might be Gracie Heitzman too, but Allie Hellman, I believe, will be wrestling exhibition matches after the conclusion of this. Double leg there for Deegan. And still no control. Now she gets the head around and gets control. 14-0 for Deegan. And she gets over on her back. She'll get a tech fall here with a minute to go in the second period. Kirschman looks at Coach Tim Miller. And Deegan's going to have her on her back. Now she will have near fall points here. 38 seconds to go. She can just either the pin or the tech fall, so a difference of 1 team point for Deegan. She looks to stay undefeated on the season. 24 seconds in the period. Leading 14-0. She's got 4 near fall points coming her way. 15 seconds to go here in the second period. There's the pin. So Deegan will get the pin. 11 seconds to go in the second period. So that'll come at 3:49. Deegan now runs the record to 4-0 on the season. Picking up the fall. Highlanders lead 24-16. Now we'll move up to 148, and the Jaguars are open at that weight class. And with the So Noah Quattry, the 7th grader, she'll go now to 155. So again, 148 was open. And now Noelle Quattry, her first match of the season against Evelyn Johnson, the 11th grader. Noelle is 7th grader. As we are at 155 with the Highliners leading 24-16. 148 was a double forfeit. Finally, Christensen not wrestling, so there was a double forfeit at 148. No points awarded to either team. So the Highliners holding on to the 24-16 lead here at 155. Highliners will have one open weight class at 190. And Northern Cass, as of right now, an open weight class at 100. And that's the final weight class of the night. Quattry grabs his single leg, and Noelle's going to get the takedown. 3-0. Quattry takes the lead. And we've got potentially dangerous. And they will give 1 point. Did they award a point? No, they did not. And potentially dangerous there on Noelle. She leads 3-0. 52 seconds to go, first period. Here at 155. Noelle Quattry, one of 4 7th graders on his varsity roster this year. Emma Trapp, Allie Hellman, Gracie Heitzman. We'll talk about Emma when we get to that 100-pound weight class. She's off to a good start this year. And there's an escape for Johnson. And it makes it a 3-1 lead for Quattry. 13 seconds to go here in period number 1. Noelle Quattry, Evelyn Johnson, 7th grader versus the 11th grader. 3-1 Noelle with the early advantage after 1 period. Noelle's choice. And they're going to do a neutral. So as we start the second period. Jaguars in their black singlets with the Jaguar on the hip and the gold trim. Highliners in their Highliner blue. Highliners across the front, name on the back. Ooh, shooting in there. Noelle almost got out of position as she shot in for the single leg. So now Johnson and Quattry hooked up. Now here's Quattry going single leg. And she's holding on to that single leg. If she can get her down, need to pull it a little bit tighter. And she's got her on the mat, and there's a takedown. 6-1. Quattry takes the lead. Minute 12 to go, second period. Noelle Quattry leading here in the 155 pounds. Final minute of the second period. Highliners lead the duel 24-16. So quite possibly could see some team records set here as far as duel points, being that they've only had one in the school's history, and that was a win, 36-18 last year. There's a half set up there by Quattry as she's trying to get her over. 25 seconds to go in the second period. No near fall points have been awarded. Johnson trying to get to her haunches, and back down she goes. Quattry breaks her back down, goes crossface. No, she'll have any time to hook anything up here. 5 seconds to go in the second period. And that is going to be the end of the second period. Quattry leading at 6-1. And it will be the choice of Johnson. And she will go up Quadri will get into the referee's position as we start the third period. Noel leading it 6-1. Quadri getting back down, staying on that base. Johnson really hasn't done much to break her down. Now Quadri gets onto her feet, and she's trying to get the hands, and Coach Miller was saying clasping was going on, but the referee did not see it. So back down to her base goes Quadri. Minute 15 to go in the period. Johnson, though, is having a difficult time. Defensive wrestling by Quadri's. Johnson's having a tough time hooking anything up, getting any kind of a combination. 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Noel leading at 6-1. Oh, now she breaks her back down. Oop, on her hip. She needs to get back onto her stomach. There, she got onto her stomach. Coach Miller clasps his hands and puts it on his forehead. That was dangerous there. Quadri almost rolled herself into a pin plus. 38 seconds remaining. And now turning over, Johnson trying to get her over. She's got the half set up. Quadri's on her left hip, right hip. Back to her haunches. 25 seconds to go. Still no near fall points. Quadri can stay on her feet. Now she's trying to get up. She's on her feet. She can try to get those hands away. 12 seconds to go. This is where you got to be careful that you don't get taken down and get on your back. There's an escape. 7-1. And Quadri's going to win this one. And that'll do it. So she picks up the win. Noel in her first varsity match wins 7-1. So Quadri 1-0 on the year. Highlanders now up 27-16. And we move up to 170 pounds. At least we are slated to have 170. Looked like Catherine Russell, the 8th grader. Jocelyn Johnson, the sophomore. There is 170. Russell. So Jocelyn Johnson and Catherine Russell. Russell last year, 25-15. 1-2, did not place at the state tournament. Went 4-1 and took third at 170 at the Minot tournament, winning her last 3 matches. And Russell with a quick takedown. 3-0 lead. And then Russell quickly gets her over. Catherine Russell, she is going to get near fall points. She's trying to get a pin, and she does in 27 seconds. So Russell with the fall in 27 seconds. Runs her season record to 5-1. Highlanders now 33-16. And the Highlanders are open at 190. And Kira Holdis will report, and we'll get the 16 points because the Highlanders maybe going to have somebody coming in. They are going to say they are open. So Holdis will get the 6 point on the forfeit. Makes it 33-22 with 2 weight classes remaining. So this is still anybody's match. Addie Lick, the 11th grader, now coming in at 250 with the heavyweight. She'll go up against Rayanne Davis, the senior. So Addie Leak will come to the mat. And Rayanne Davis for Northern Cass. The matchup here at 250. Again, it's still anybody's match here. And there's Davis gets the takedown, and she's going to get near fall point. She's got 3 points takedown. Addie Leak in her first year of varsity wrestling. Gets back on her stomach. No near fall points awarded to Davis. Looks like if the 100-pound weight class remains open for Northern Cass, the Highlanders are going to win this duel. And there's an escape by Leak. 3-1. Addie picks up the escape. Davis gets into the headlock. Addie down to her knees, gets back up onto her feet. Oh, and Davis out of position. Here's a takedown by Leak. Leak with the takedown takes a 4-3 lead. 1 minute remaining in this first period. Now Leak trying to set up the reverse. The half Nelson. She's got it set. She's trying to get her over in her back. She does. Addie Leak's got her on her back. She's going to get near fall, maybe 3 near fall points. They're going to give her 3. 7-3, Leak leads. 35 seconds to go in the period. Addie Leak coming up with a takedown and 3 near fall points. And leads it 7-3. Again, if the Jaguars keep the 100-pound weight class open, there is a technical foul potentially dangerous on Addie. So a point reported to Davis. Makes it 7-4. Leak leads. 19 seconds remaining in period number 1. Our penultimate match here. We will wrap up at 100 pounds. Northern Cass is listed as open. But we'll wait and see who they say, if they send anyone out. And again, quickly getting into that half Nelson position was Leak. But Davis, at least with arms stiffened down. And that'll take care of the first period with Leak up 7-4. She'll get the choice. Coach Miller says up. And she relays it to referee Carl Bloom. So Addie up 7-4 as we start the second period. Under the bright lights of Varsity Wrestling here for Valley City and Northern Cass. Again, another duel to follow at approximately 7:30. Probably going to be right on time, if not a little bit early for that. And that'll be West Fargo United and Valley City, couple of former EDC teams. Of course, in wrestling, girls wrestling in the state of North Dakota, there's just East and West. One class, East and West. I know that there's talk of going 2 classes. I thought they were going to. We'll talk more about that with Coach Tim Miller coming up Thursday morning on Coach's Corner. Of course, we're going to kick off our winter sports edition of Coach's Corner. The girls basketball, they are in action tonight on the road at Doubles Lake. The Highliners, preseason ranked number 2. The defending state champs on the road at number 4 Doubles Lake tonight. Right now, we've got wrestling here, Valley City and Northern Cass. We're at 250 pounds, 55 seconds to go in the second period. Highliners, Addie Leak leading Ryan Davis of Northern Cass 7-4. Got a 7-point combination. They got a takedown and near fall points. And now we're going to have a whistle, technical on Addie. So another point for Davis makes it 7-5. Referee quickly explains what she did. And now Coach Miller with the instructions on how to avoid it. Quickly grabs for the ankle pick. And now Davis on her backside. Davis spins around. She'll get a reversal and near fall points. There's the reversal. We're tied 7-7. No near fall points as of yet. 25 seconds to go in the period. It will be Davis's choice to start the third. And Davis trying to hook up a half to get into that combination with 10 seconds to go. She's got time to do it. try to get some near fall points heading into the final period. And it looks like it's going to stay 7-7 at the end of 2.
After 2 periods, we are all tied at 7.
So it'll be Rhiannon Davis's choice to start the third period. And she will take down to try to get that escape and or reversal to get the quick points and take the lead as we start this final period. So now Leake's job is to try to get some kind of a combination, keep her down, and try to get some near fall points. Clasping being called there on Leake. And Addie's going to have her. And now they whistle, they blow the whistle, and they're called clasping technical, 1 point for Davis. Addie going to be called for clasping. So that is 3 technical fouls and 3 points on technicals that Davis has scored here. She now takes an 8-7 lead. So now she is in good position, leading 8-7. As they get into the referee's position, she's down. Boy, Addie, if she doesn't get called for that clasping, had her on her back. Basically let her go, and she rolled on her back and was going to at least try to get something. And there's a reversal. 10-7 now, Davis with the lead and the pin. With 1:37 to go in the third period, Davis gets the pin. It's now 33-28. Now at 100 pounds, the Highliners have Emma Trapp there. And it was listed as open for the Jaguars. If they do wrestle it, the Jaguars have the potential to... Nope, they're going to say the Jaguars are open. Emma Trapp called up. She gets the win on forfeit, and the Highliners will win the duel 39-28. So Valley City will win the duel 39-28. So they're 1-0 on the year, and that is a new school record for points in a duel at 39 for the Highliners. And now we're going to have 2 exhibition matches, and Katie Harris will be going for Valley City. And McKenna Apfield will go for the Jaguars in this exhibition match. So Valley City wins the varsity duel 39-28. Katie Harris, 8th grader with 2-2 and took 5th at the tournament in Minot. But in their wrestle-off between her and Camden at 112. Camden won the wrestle-off to earn the right to wrestle here. And I think they're going to give... Harris is going to be calling for the takedown. Oh, we have a bloody nose possibly. So again, this is a exhibition match with Katie Harris and McKenna Apfield. Highliners win the duel 39-28 for the varsity. So at the conclusion of the 2 exhibition matches, West Fargo waiting in the wings. And then we'll have the second duel for Valley City against West Fargo United. And that should be a good one. West Fargo United with just 1 open weight class. And that's at 100. Highliners have just the 1 at 190. It could be a very interesting duel between West Fargo United and Valley City. West Fargo United 1-1 on the year, lost to South Border 42-30 in their only duel this year prior to tonight, and then 47-23 winners over Northern Cass. So as you enjoy these 2 exhibition matches, I'm going to take a break, get a sip of a bubbler, and then we'll be ready here at the bottom of the hour for our varsity match, Valley City and West Fargo United, coming up here in just a few minutes. So stick around, stay with us. Again, tonight's coverage of Highliner Wrestling brought to you by McGough Construction and Essentia Health. Well, as we get a chance, Katie Harris won by fall with, that was just 44 seconds into the first period in her exhibition match. Now, Ollie Hellman is wrestling Hannah Johnson here in the second and final exhibition match. And then we'll have our varsity, West Fargo and Valley City. Just recapping the Northern Cass Valley City duel. Lucy Johnson of Northern Cass won by fall at 151 over Spencer Brown at 106 to take a 6-0 lead. Camden Kappeman, she got a fall over McKenna Atfield at 141 to tie things up at 6-6. Bethany Schultheis at 118 won by fall over Hannah Johnson at 135 to make it 12-6 Valley City. And Ali Hellman with the victory over Laura Johnson by fall at 114 at 124. Highlanders up 18-6. Then Avery Davidson of Northern Cass won a major decision over Haley Ford 15-1. That made the score 18-10. Isabel Erickson of Northern Cass at 136 with a fall over Valeria Acosta Batista at 242. That made it 18-16. And a pin by Deegan Kirschman at 142 over Annabelle Steinberger. That came at 3:51 of the match, and the Highlanders led 24-16. They had a double forfeit at 148, and then at 155, Noelle Quattry of Valley City with a 7-1 win over Evelyn Johnson, and the Highlanders up 27-16. At 170, Catherine Russell won by fall in 29 seconds over Jocelyn Johnson, and that made it 33-16, the Highlanders. Then Kira Holdis won by forfeit over for the Northern Cass at 190 to make it a 33-22 Highliner lead. And Ryan Davis with a fall at 423 over Addison Leak at 250 to make it a 33-28. And then the Emma Trapp winning by forfeit at 100, and the Highlanders win the duel 39-28. So the Highlanders 1-0 on the season, and Northern Cass 0-2. Again, we'll have a few minutes here, and the lineups being in, we'll have the coin flip, and then we'll have our final varsity duel here tonight as Valley City will wrestle against West Fargo United. Two former EDC teams. West Fargo last year went 1-3 in the EDC. They were 5-9 in duels. And as we mentioned, the Highlanders were 1-0 in their only duel last year. That was a victory against Devils Lake. And picking up the 39 points in this duel here tonight, they now have a new school record for most points in a duel with those 39. So we will be back. Keep it tuned right here on YouTube and the Highlander Activity Network. We've got a second duel coming up. West Fargo United and Valley City. Again, coverage of tonight's Highlander Girls Wrestling brought to you here on the Highlander TV Network by McGough Construction and Essentia Health. Welcome back here to the Hack and high school wrestling here tonight on the Highlander Activity Network. Our second and final duel, this triangular tonight. Earlier tonight, West Fargo United defeated Northern Cass 47-23, and that was actually the first ever duel for Northern Cass. Then Valley City defeated Northern Cass in the second 39-28. And now we have our 112 pounds and get things started here in the varsity match for West Fargo United and Valley City against West Fargo Horace, West Fargo High School, West Fargo Cheyenne are combined in wrestling. And this is 112. This is Isabel Maku Elder against Camden Kappaman. Camden with a win by fall earlier tonight in her match at against Northern Cass's McKenna A. Field. She's wrestling Baku Elder, who was at state last year, did not place, but was 28-18 last season. And Camden last season, 10-22, did not place at the regional, so did not make the state tournament in her first full season and first year of varsity wrestling. And still no control here. 35 seconds gone, and Kappaman nearly rolled into a cradle. Now they're going to give her a takedown and near fall points. Camden Kappaman trying to start things off here for the Highliners. And she does with a fall, 47 seconds in. Check that. That was not Camden. Camden's got longer hair than that.
Will feature Natalie Carlson for West Fargo United and Ollie Hellman for the Highliners.
Ollie Hellman now coming in at 124. So they changed things up on us as they have 112. So that should have been 118, but now we have Ollie Hellman here at 124. Oh, pardon me. These are exhibition matches. Pardon me. These are the exhibition matches. Normally they do them after the fact. And now we'll get my ducks in a row here. So that first one was Katie Harris winning, and now Ollie Hellman going up here against Natalie Carlson. As these are the exhibition matches. They have 4 exhibitions. That was Katie Harris that picked up the fall. So Katie with 2 wins tonight, both by fall. So these are the exhibition matches, but just continuing our thought on this matchup tonight between West Fargo United and Valley City. West Fargo United again 1-1 on the season as they lost 42-30 to South Border. Of course, South Border right up there is one of the best B girls wrestling teams in the Southeast. And then they were winners 47-23 over Northern Cass, so 1-1 in duels. And they have a handful of wrestlers that saw action at the state tournament last year. And one of them wrestled at 142 in the state last season, Brinley Hartsock, who's now wrestling at 155. And she won by forfeit earlier tonight. But she was 44-9 last year and took third at the state tournament at 142 with that 44-9 record. And again, she will, if she stays at 155, Noelle Quadri would be her opponent at 155. Then we have 4 exhibition matches here. This is the second one. Ollie Hellman, who picked up a varsity win at 124 with a pin over Lola Johnson in the match with Northern Cass. The 7th grader wrestling the senior, Natalie Carlson. And Carlson just picked up a reversal, takes a 5-0 lead, has just started the second period. So again, we will have another one here. We'll have Noelle Quadri will be wrestling against, I'll double check here who she has in her exhibition match. As again, the 4 exhibition matches, and sometimes they do wrestle them at the end of the evening. But tonight, here are at least in this second one, they're going to wrestle them early on and wrestle them first. Right now, 9-0. Carlson leading. And that will be Peyton Miller, the sophomore. That is who Noel will be wrestling. Peyton Miller and Noel Quadri will be our third exhibition match here. And then Katie Harris will get another exhibition match. After defeating Alexis Crescent in the first time, she'll have Isabel Baku Elder. And she'll have her interesting matchup there in her other exhibition matches. Isabel, again, was a state qualifier last year at 118, or at 106 last year, now up to 118. And it is a tech fall. So they are not going to wrestle the other two. Maybe they're going to do 2 before and now 2 after. I believe there is a time limit. The wrestlers have to wait a certain length of time. And since the other 2 are going to be varsity wrestlers as well, they're going to wait. And so there's your flip to see who's going to get to announce first. And in West Fargo won the coin flip, if you will. And so they will report first. So we're going to have the introduction to the lineups, and then we'll get started here as we're going to start at 112 here for this varsity match. So let's get our PA announcer and the starting lineups. All right, here we go. As we start this one, this should be a dandy. West Fargo United and Valley City. So we start 112 pounds. Camden Kappeman coming in 3-2 on the year. Won by fall over McKenna Apefield in the Northern Cast duel. Again, she's taking on Isabel Baku Elder, who went to state last year, was 30-19, or pardon me, was 28-18 last year, but did not place in state. No points taken on there for Baku Elder. Now she'll get a takedown and quick near fall points against Camden, up 3-0. And there's the fall, 24 seconds in. Baku Elder will get the fall 24 seconds in to take a 6-0 lead. Now we go to 118. Alexis Crescent will wrestle here for West Fargo United. And she'll take on Bethany Schultheis. Again, West Fargo United won the coin flip and elected to report first. Crescent, a 7th grader. And Schultheis, the sophomore. Bethany winning by fall earlier tonight over Hannah Johnson at 134 in minute 34. In her victory against Northern Cass, Bethany with that win, now 3-1 on the season. Camden with that loss now goes to 3-3 on the year. So Crescent, the 7th grader, first year varsity wrestling. Takedown for Schultheis and takes a 3-0 lead, 25 seconds into the first period. Again, we're at 118 pounds. Started at 112. The Highlanders are open at 148 and at 190. So they'll be giving up 12 points right there. While the Highliner, or the West Fargo United is at open at 100. There's a pin, 49 seconds in for Bethany Schultheis. So Schultheis with the fall at 49 seconds. Improves to 4-1 on the year. And we are tied at 6. So these early matches are going to be very crucial for one of these teams, or especially for Valley City, as they're going to be giving up 12 points in 2 open weight classes. Now we go to 124. Macy Wheeler and Gracie Heitzman. So Macy Wheeler, the junior, and Gracie Heitzman, the 7th grader. Gracie getting her first taste of varsity action here. Ali Hellman wrestled against Northern Cass in the varsity match, and she got a exhibition match here earlier. Now Gracie Heitzman will wrestle here. Again, she in her first year of varsity wrestling against Macy Wheeler, the junior, and no points there. They both rolled through it. Heitzman has the single leg, picks her up, brings her down, can't get her head out of the headlock, and there's a takedown by Wheeler. She'll take a 3-0 lead, 30 seconds into the first period. Well, there was a lot of action there, but no points were scored. Heitzman to her feet, now back down to her base by Wheeler. Wheeler trying to cook up the cradle. Oh, it rolls right through that one, did Heitzman. Too bad she couldn't get out of the headlock. She might have been able to spin around and get a reversal. Well, back off to her base. A minute to go. First period, trailing 3-0. Oh, now again, getting too high there and rolling over is Heitzman. Heitzman's going to get the reversal and near fall points and a pin. Look at that. Just like that, a quick reversal by Gracie Heitzman and then gets the pin. A minute 13 for the pin for Gracie Heitzman. Well, that was a dandy rollover, rolled through it and got the pin. So 12-6. Highliners leading, and now we move up to 130 pounds. Haley Ford will go for Valley City. Jelaine Reardon will go for West Fargo United. So Jelaine Reardon, 1-0 on the season, coming into tonight. Ford lost her match to Avery Davidson 15-1 in the match with Northern Cass. So Haley coming in with a record of 3-3 on the year. We're at 130 pounds. Highliners lead the duel 12-6. Ford, the freshman, third-year varsity wrestling. Last year, 22 wins. Went 1-2 at the state tournament. Did not place. Definitely on a pace to pick up 100 wins for her career if she stays healthy and continues to improve. Again, the Highlanders have the two winningest wrestlers in school's history on this team with the two seniors, Miley Christensen and Deegan Kirschman. Both reached 100 wins last season. And a near headlock there, near takedown, and Haley's going to get the headlock and the takedown. So Ford takes a 3-0 lead. Haley's going to get near fall points. Possibly 3 of them. 40 seconds to go here in the first period. Ford got the quick takedown. Trying to get those shoulders level to the mat. And there's the pin. At 1:32, Ford picks up the win. And she'll get the fall again at 1:32. So Haley now back above 500, 4-3 on the year. The Highlanders up 18-6. Now we move up to 136 pounds. Valeria Costa-Batista here for Valley City. And Lily Scourud for West Fargo United. Val lost to Isabel Erickson in the Northern Cass duel by fall. So here, 136. Valeria looking for that first win of the season. Last year, 18-22. Qualified for state, but did not place. Shoots in for the single. And brings it up. Now goes up around the waist. And breaks her down and gets a takedown. Costa-Batista up 3-0. Valeria has the chicken wing, and she's trying to walk it around and get her into the half. Right on the edge of the mat. Needs to keep her on the mat. That didn't look like the referee. Now he's starting to count. Valeria nearing the pin combination. 1:10 to go. That's a long time to hold that down. She's got, I believe, 4 near fall points. Looking at official Carl Bloom's hand, and there's the pin. A 101 of the period. Valeria Costa-Batista picks up her first win of the year by fall, and the Highlanders go up 24-6. And we'll move up to 142 pounds. Valley City dominating here early on. So Molly Carr will go here for the West Fargo United. Carr, a senior, against the senior Deegan Kirschman. Deegan, 4-0 on the year. Picked up a pin in 3:49 of the first match tonight. 1:03 the official time on Vala Costa-Batista's fall. So the Highlanders up 24-6 here. And we're at 142. Basically the halfway point here in this match. Highlanders are open at the next weight class at 148. Shooting in for the double is Kirschman, and Deegan gets the takedown over Carr. Now it's up 3-0. Deegan, gets rolled through, and now Carr with the reversal. Yeah, there's the reversal. It's now 3-2. So Deegan got the takedown and then the reversal by Carr. It's now 3-2. 38 seconds remaining here in the opening period here, 142. And Deegan gets herself a reversal. And goes back up 5-2, or 5-2, yeah, on the reversal. And Deegan with that chicken wing. Gets it over. She's got near fall points coming. Needs to get that right shoulder down. Now she does. Chest to chest as she puts a little more pressure on the shoulders. And gets the pin. With 3 seconds to go in the first period, Deegan Kirschman gets the fall. Runs her record to 5-0 on the year. And the Highliners up 30-6. And now West Fargo United will get 6 points here, 148. Graceland Gonke will go in and report. The Highliners are open. So that'll make it a 30-12 duel. As we move up to 155. So Graceland will get her arm raised on the forfeit. And makes it a 30-12 advantage. So with 6 weight classes to go, still anybody's match here. As we go to 155, should be Brindley Hartsock. So Brindley Hartsock will face, are they going to go open here? They are going to go open. They were going to have Noel there, though the Highliners will go open. So Brindley will pick up the 6 points on the forfeit to make it 30-18. So that was a weight class I was not expecting to be open. I think they moved Noel down to 170 or up to 170. She would wrestle here against Kenzie Wu. Let's double check as they announce. No, Gabriela Martinez and Catherine Russell. So Gabriela Martinez is going to drop down to 170 and wrestle Russell here at 170. (30-18), Highliners lead in this duel. And there's a takedown for Martinez. Gabriela Martinez last year, 10-10. Qualified for state but did not place, and she's going to pick up a fall. So Martinez with the fall. That makes it 30-24. So after back-to-back open weight classes and then a fall, they have got themselves back in it with 18 straight points to get back within 30-24. Now 190, the Highlanders are due to be open. So that was Noel. That was Noel Quattry at 170. Okay, that makes more sense. He announced Catherine, but it was Noel Quattry at 170. And now they're going to move Catherine Russell to 190. And she will take on Kenzie Wu. Kenzie Wu did not qualify for state last year. Again, Catherine, as we mentioned, went 25-15, went 1-2 in state, but did not qualify. Catherine 5-1 on the year coming into this match. She picked up a fall in 27 seconds, the 8th grader against Wu. And there's a takedown for Russell. Nope, they're going to say no takedown. No points allowed. Wu is a... Now there's a Beast Wu, but not a Kenzie Wu. But I'm going to guess that's Kenzie. She's a junior. Now they're off the mat. Whistle blows. Crowd getting into this one. Minute 32 or 32 seconds into this first period. Russell and Wu here at 190. Both went up a weight class. And there's a takedown for Russell and near fall points. She's up 3-0. Took her 10 seconds out of the whistle to get the takedown. And now she's got near fall points and the pin. Russell, in a matter of 17 seconds, got the takedown and the pin. 36-24, Highliners leading. Big pin there for Catherine Russell. Now 6-1 on the year. And now we move up to heavyweight. Kiera Williams at 250. And the Highliners are going to be open there. So Kiera Williams will get the pin or the forfeit. That makes it 36-30 with 2 weight classes to go. So still anybody's match here. West Fargo United was open at 100. And if it stays that way, so that will clinch it for the Highliners. Emma Trapp will be announced. She'll get her arm raised and get the forfeit. So the Highliners will win the duel tonight as they're up 42-30 here. And now at 106, due to be Alyssa Ross and Spencer Brown. Yep, Alyssa Ross at 106. She's a junior. And Spencer Brown, the sophomore. She lost to Lucy Johnson by fall in the Northern Cass duel. They shake hands. Again, Valley City will go 2-0 tonight in their first ever duels, hosting this triangular. Their first ever duels at home and hosting this tri. Picked up the 39-28 win over Northern Cass. Now up 42-30 here. And this is the final weight class. There's a takedown by Ross. And that makes it 3-0 Alyssa Ross. And Ross had the chicken wing, let it go. Now going for the half. Gets her back in the middle of the mat where Lee Mack into the white part of the mat. Brown gets on her feet, and Brown, nice job to sprawl out of that one. They have not yet given her an escape. They're still giving Ross control. Minute 6 to go. Boy, she has time to shuck her to the side and get a reversal here. 3-0, Ross leading. 1 minute remaining in the first period. We're at 106 pounds. Still Ross controlling, and now Ross gets around and gets back behind and gains a little bit more permanent control with 49 seconds remaining in this first period. This is 106 pounds. Yeah, we'll have Coach Miller joining us, Coach's Corner, Thursday morning, 7:30 here from the Hack lobby. Highlander girls basketball opening up tonight on the road at Devils Lake. Last score we had, they were trailing 17-11 early on against number 4 Devils Lake. There's near fall points coming up here for Ross, and they're going to give her 2 near fall points. So she goes up by a score of 5-0. Again, near falls now go 2, 3, or 4. As the takedown is worth 3. And that'll do it for the first period, with Alyssa Ross leading 6-0. And it will be Ross's choice. She'll take up. As we start caution on Ross, as she got in position a little too soon. Referee Carl Bloom explaining to her what she did. There we go as we start the second period. Quick sit out by Brown and then broken down right there by Ross. Again, this is our final duel here. Our final match of the duel. Highlanders have already clinched it. Near fall points coming up here for Ross. And she'll get at least 3. She needs to put pressure, and there's the pin. 30 seconds into the second period. Ross will get the fall. 42-6 will be the final. So Valley City will pick up a couple of dual wins here tonight and go to 2-0 on the season. And now we still have a couple more exhibitions. And so we've got a couple of exhibition matches, and while you enjoy those 2 exhibition matches, we'll take a quick break. Then we'll be back here and wrap up. We'll recap what just happened with our varsity match. Valley City winning 42-36 over West Fargo United. And we'll be back and recap that final one Coming up, this is Highliner Wrestling, again brought to you tonight on the Highliner Activity Network by McGough Construction and by Essentia Health.
Winner by fall for West Fargo United, Peyton Miller. And our final match of the evening for West Fargo United, Isabel Baco Elder. And for the Highliners, Katie Harris.
Well, Paul McDonald back with you here at the Hack. Our final two exhibition matches, just one exhibition match here to go. As Valley City and West Fargo United just finished their varsity duel with the final there, 42-36, Valley City winning it. And recapping that one, Isabel Baku Elder. And she actually is on the mat right now, wrestling against Katie Harris. Harris' second exhibition match. She's gotten 2 pins tonight. And boy, there she goes against a young lady that was a state participant last year, won 28 matches. And look at Katie Harris getting the quick near takedown. She's gotten 2 pins in her 2 exhibition matches here tonight. So, Katie, we already know she can drive soapbox cars. Now showing that she can do a little damage on the wrestling mat. But that Isabel Baku Elder, she won by fall over Camden Kappaman in 26 seconds at 1:12 to get things started in the varsity match. Bethany Schuldeis came up with a fall in 50 seconds over Alexis Cressenden, tied at 6-6. Then Gracie Heitzman for Valley City over Natalie Carlson by fall in 1:14. That came at 124 pounds to make it 12-6 by Highliners. Haley Ford with a fall over Jolene Reardon at 1:33 to make it 18-6. Then Valeria Costa picked up the fall in 1:03 over Lily Skalrud, and that made it a 24-6 Highliner lead after 136 pounds. And then Deegan Kirchman at 1:42. She won by a fall over Molly Carr at 1:59. Highliners up 30-6. But then Graceland Gomke got one by forfeit. Brinley Hartzog won by forfeit at 1:48, 1:55 respectively. And then at 1:70, Gabriela Martinez won over Noelle Quattry in by fall in 27 seconds. And that made it a 30-24 advantage for Valley City. And then at 1:90, Catherine Russell won by a fall over Kenzie Wu in 50 seconds. That made it 36-24. Then Kiara Williams at 2:50 won by forfeit. That made it a 36-30 advantage. And then Emma Trapp won by forfeit at 100 to make it 42-30. And then Alyssa Ross winning by fall over Spencer Brown at 2:32 of the 106-pound class. That made the final 42-36. So Valley City picks up a couple wins and those 42 points. Of course, a new school record for most points in a duel for the Highliners. And the Highliner girls have yet to be defeated in duels this year, as they had just the one duel last year. Came back on November 26th in the opening match of the year. They defeated Devils Lake 36-18. And then here tonight, winning 39-28 over Northern Cass and 42-36 over West Fargo United. So the Highlanders off to a 2-0 start on the season. And duels, and again, the Highlander girls, I believe they will be in a tournament in Jamestown here this weekend. The boys, they will be in a tournament this weekend. That will be up in Hillsboro. We'll talk about girls wrestling along with girls basketball coming up here on Thursday on Coach's Corner. As we are going to wait for this final match here as Katie now trailing 6-0. Katie Harris is in a very precarious situation here with Isabel Baku Elder, and Katie arched out of it. She bridged out of it. She's down 10-0, but then quickly gets the reversal to make it 10-2, and she's going to get near fall points. So Katie Harris, as she can arch, and she's got 40 seconds to go here in this second period. She's going to get at least 4 near falls. After getting down and was down 10-0, she got a reversal, and now is going to get at least 4 near fall points if she can't get the pin. 23 seconds to go here in the second period. This is just an exhibition match, but it's awfully exciting. The up-and-coming Katie Harris and Isabel Baku Elder, who did go to state last year, was 28-18 and a state participant last year for West Fargo United. So there's 4 near fall points. That makes it 10-6. So Katie gets right back in it. She still has control, no escape. And so we are going to be going into the third period. It'll be Baku Elder's choice. They're going to say neutral. And, yep, they'll say neutral. So, boy, a takedown here by Katie. And some near fall points. Could have a big come-from-behind win here in this final exhibition match. So, again, the Highlanders just wrapping up what they did tonight, 2-0, picking up wins over West Fargo United, 39-28, and then 42-36 over West Fargo United, and 39-28 against Northern Cass. There's 3 points on the takedown for Katie, and now she's got about 95 seconds to try to get this pin, and she's going to get 2 near fall points. She takes the lead 11-10. And unfortunately, this is just an exhibition match, but boy, this is actually an exciting one as Harris looks like she's going to pick up 3 exhibition wins here tonight. Her and Camden Kaplan both wrestle 112. Camden won the wrestle off in the wrestling room during the week to earn the right to start tonight. But Katie, with the 3 exhibition matches, is going to look like she's going to get herself 3 wins, maybe 3 falls. 54 seconds to go. She's up 11-10 here. She's got 4 near fall points coming. After trailing 10-0, Katie got a reversal and 4 near fall points, and then a quick takedown and 2 near fall points to start things here in the third period to go up 11-10. And now she's trying to finish it off with the final 30 seconds of this third period. She's got 4 near falls coming to her. Her official Carlbloom right down there underneath to watch and see, trying to get those shoulders leveled to the mat. Again, I don't believe they have to be touching as long as they are level to the mat. 13 seconds to go. So she's going to look at the clock and just hold it there and see if he can. Either way, she's going to pick up a win here. This is going to be 4 near fall points. And that is going to be your final. They're going to give her 4 points and make it 15-10. So Katie Harris with a win over a state participant and state qualifier last year. Big win for Katie in an exhibition match. So Katie picks up 3 exhibition wins here tonight for Valley City. So again, the Highlanders with the win as they sweep their triangular tonight. 39-28 over Northern Cass and 42-36 over West Fargo United. Again, the Highlanders now will be on the road at Jamestown. That'll be for a tournament here coming up this weekend. And we are still about, I believe, a couple of weeks away from our first basketball game here at the Hack on December 14th. Again, the Highlander girls on the road at Devil's Lake. And the last score we had, they were trailing early on in that one against the Firebirds. Well, that's going to wrap things up. Again, my thanks to our sponsors here tonight, McGough Construction and Essentia Health. And, of course, our camera operator, technical director, and the soundboard operator, Beckett Ness, here tonight. And our executive producer in Brian Krewald. Final tonight for the Highlanders, 39-28 over Northern Cass and 42-36 over West Fargo United. A sweep in the triangular for the Highlander girls wrestling team here this evening. Until next time, Bob McDonald saying thanks for joining us and so long from the Hack.